Spring is in the air, finally. Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day, the weather feels great, and there's changes going on around our homestead. Let's get into it. Before discussing any of the changes, we gotta let these girls out. So let's do that. The first change you'll see on some of these girls is some missing feathers and some fluffed out feathers because they're going through a spring molt. So some of our older girls, they're just under a year old. We got them in 2023 on March 20th. They'll be a year old here in the next week or so. And so they're going through their first molt as this weather warms up. And essentially what they're doing is they're shedding off their giant poofy winter coat in exchange for a nice spring weather coat. Kind of like our dogs do. Our dogs shed all the time, but they do some big sheds when the weather warms up and when the weather cools down. And just like dogs, exchanging of the feathers gives them the nice composition of brand new feathers that'll help keep them warm in the winter and help to keep them cool in the summer. So you'll see a bunch of our girls have puffed up feathers, missing them. A couple of girls we put saddles on because it was so bad that the other girls were picking at them, messing with them, but everybody seems to do well. We gave them started giving them a higher protein feather fixer feed, and everybody's responding well to it. They're molting out those feathers and gaining the new ones, and soon they'll be beautiful again. Not that they're not already beautiful, but even more beautiful, I should say. That's not the only change. You'll notice if you have chickens in the springtime, as the weather warms up, the influx of eggs will also happen, because with warmer days comes longer days with more sunshine, especially with the different time changes. We're given more sunlight throughout the day, and that lets the girls lay more eggs as they have more sunshine. So we've gone from getting somewhere between like 5 and 6 eggs a day to upwards of a dozen eggs a day now. You'll see got 5 in here, and not only are we getting a bunch more eggs, but some of our girls that hadn't laid in a while are laying again. So you see this nice light green egg is from our Green Queen Quinn, and she hadn't laid in a while, and now she's starting up again, which is great because her green egg gives a nice contrast to the olive egg from our Wheaten Olive Egger Aussie. You can see 5 eggs in here, and there's a nice little rainbow already. Got the pinkish one from Bee, the Bielefelder, brown one from Gwyn, Golden Buff, green from Quinn, the Green Queen. This is a blue one from Edith, our Steel Egger. She lays these pretty round, ball-shaped, bright blue eggs. And then, of course, the olive from Ozzy, the Olive Egger, Wheaten Olive Egger. So that was one nest box, and here's another. So there's 5 in there already. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 in here as well. So we got a nice array of colors in here too. See, this is a tan one from our Salmon Favrel Franny. This is a blue one from Joey, our Sapphire Jewel. And these are the other major change that I wanted to talk about and really hit on. These are, you could probably guess by the size, new eggs from our young pullets. So, with the weather warming up, these girls from the September 11th hatch have started laying their first eggs. So this cute little pinkish one is coming from Phyllis, our partridge cochin. You'll see her back there. She is matured nicely. She got a little bit of a red comb now. She started to lay in beautiful colors. She's a super poofy girl and lays this nice pink egg. And then the other one is from Connie, right there, our black copper Moran. You can see it's a nice, beautiful, dark egg. So that's the other change with spring, is chickens that haven't laid at all are starting to lay. So we're getting even more eggs. And so now, excitingly, we have 14 out of our 15 girls laying. We are just waiting on the third youngin, Aggie over there, Lavender Americana, which Americanas typically take a while to start laying anyway, so we're not expecting her to start laying for a little bit. But we're super excited to have another Miranza laying, especially this is our darkest egg, as expected from the black copper. But we love our golden cuckoo eggs and our Wheaten Moran eggs, so it's a nice welcomed addition to our rainbow egg basket as the darkest egg. And super pleased that they started laying with everyone else, and we're getting tons and tons of eggs to eat now. So with the warmer weather come all the changes, and all these changes are definitely welcomed and appreciated, and we're excited for it to continue to be warm and for these girls to continue to lay these beautiful eggs and enjoy the nice weather outside here, scratching around more, so now that there's not snow on the ground. If you have any changes on your homestead, drop them below. Let me know how everything's going on your own homesteads. And until next time, stay Pyrfect.